everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another plan with me in the weekly section of my Hobonichi Cousin. Before we get started with this week's setup, I wanted to go over last week's setup with you and just share what I liked about last week's setup and what didn't really work for me. We could start with things I like. I definitely like the weekly overview and utilization of the vertical weekly setup for the purposes of events. I love the routines for Bailey, for journaling and for reading, although I didn't get to read a lot. And I love the Alastair method, this half of it at least, the original Alastair method. What didn't work well for me was this half, this add-on. In theory, it's helpful because it helps me to move things for next week. But if I don't procrastinate that much, then this is a lot of empty space. Meaning, if I actually have a productive week, I don't really need this section. So I ended up needing to use the notes section here to do the rest of my brain dump. So it was like a mix of notes and tasks. And other than decorative purposes, I didn't really use this dinner section to plan, but more to memory keep of what we ate. So I'm planning to remove this dinner section for this week's setup so that I have more space for the Alastair method. I'm hoping that'll work better for me this week and that you guys will find it helpful as well. So today, after dropping off Kezia early, I had a work meeting that actually took 2 hours. Let's see. Let's do the pickup. She had a TUPE. So TUPE stands for Tobacco Use Prevention Education. And Kezia was nominated by her teachers to be a peer educator for her junior high. So she had her first orientation meeting today. It was like a short 30-minute meeting. So I had to pick her up later than the normal time. She usually carpools home. On Tuesday, I have an 11 o'clock. So on Tuesday, we also have life group. I think I'm gonna put this one right here. And we're gonna have a barbecue theme. So I think pineapple would be a good representation of that. So I'm gonna use a 0.5 tip Energel liquid, just so it's a bit bolder, but not as bold as a fudenosuke. Spacing issues, y'all, always. But I'm just gonna leave that one because I think it looks fine. And fix this thing, and I think I'm gonna put the car on top of the life group sticker. It looks better. So life group usually runs until 8. However, this week Kezia has piano at 7, so I have to drop her off in the middle of life group. A lot of cars, a lot of driving around this week. Then I don't have to wait for her in the car like I normally do. Wednesday, I have an 8:30 work meeting. And then Kezia has a doctor's appointment at 4:30. You see, if I was time blocking in the sense of using these times and spaces for like how many hours, I can't use this sticker because then I'll cover, like, she's not gonna have her doctor's appointment for what is this, like 2-3 hours, like from 6:30 to like 8:30. Like, that's no. So it's probably more like half an hour doctor's appointment, but this way I can use these cute stickers. On Thursday, let's see, another work meeting at 11. I think it's actually gonna be a short meeting. And then I have to pick up Kay's from school because she doesn't carpool home that day. I'm just gonna use up a lot of these car stickers this week because I have a ton of them. And then for Stronghold, we are going on a trip to the corn maze. The kids love it. It gets really dark and then they just go around scaring each other. Am I a fan? Absolutely not. But sometimes you just gotta do it for the kiddos. I think it's not bad, but the last time I went, somebody blew out my eardrums by screaming in my ear. Yeah, I was not a happy camper. I like driving, so I'd be driving the van and shuttling them around, but I don't think I'm actually gonna go into the maze. Sometimes we go to In-N-Out afterwards or like an ice cream place with the kids. Friday, I don't have any work meetings, but Kezia will have her Halloween haunted hallway event. She's literally gonna be there from 7:45 in the morning for school, and then she's going to help set up for the party and help clean up. She's gonna be at school from 7:45 to 10 p.m. I think she's gonna have fun, and I get to spend time with the hubs. Ooh, ooh, date night. Hopefully he's not busy. Saturday, Kezia has Code Ninjas. Let me find the sticker. There it is. Sunday, we have rehearsal in the morning and church service following. I'm gonna put 8:30 like I usually do. And then the Bible sticker. I think this week I'm in a blue mood. Blue and yellow. I like how it looked last week when I cut it, so I think I'm gonna do the same. There you go. So now I want to move on to Bailey's routines. I think I'm going to put yellow polka dots. Bailey. Reminds me of this song, Yellow Polka Dot Bikinis. Hope I fit it, we shall see. Think I will, and I did. Woohoo! There you go. I think that's cute. Next is my journaling. Let's not make the same mistake I did last time with spacing. I'm gonna do this one this week. Isn't that cute? This one is a hard tip. I don't like using the soft tip too much to write smaller spaces. So today we are going to write in print. Yeah, I like this one. Blue on yellow. I'm gonna put it on this side. That's what we have so far. The next section that I want to add is actually similar to the section here, but it is for my Bible study. So I think I'm going to add that down here. So let's get to it. I think I'm going to use blue. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it will motivate me as the other log has. And I hope I get to record and share the Bible study in real time with you guys. That is my hope. I'm gonna leave it blank here. I don't know which book of the Bible or verse or whatnot that I'm gonna be doing. So I'm just gonna leave that blank. There you go. So let's get started on the Alastair method. So this week I'm gonna go all the way down, probably to here, up here, and I think I want to make a little fold up here. And then we are going to put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm going to label this top this week tasks instead of inbox because I think that was confusing for people. And I also wanted to say that this is obviously, or this setup is specific for an A5 size vertical weekly, where you could fit this in along with all these other things, kind of like a dashboard look. Obviously, you can't fit all of this in like an A6, because I think the A6 itself is about this tiny, like the size of this drawing of a paper. However, it does not mean that you cannot utilize the Alastair method in any size planner, because all you need is a blank page. I'm just showing what I'm trying out in terms of an A5 Hobonichi Cousin size planner, where we have the vertical weeklies and we're not using the times, just a way of visualizing the week in a planner like this, or one bigger than A5 size would be able to do this layout. But smaller sizes, maybe a B6 might work, but the A6, for example, is literally this small, I think. So you wouldn't be able to, fit the events here, and this dashboard in its entirety would not work for anything smaller than an A5 or Hobonichi Cousin. But you can do the Alastair method by itself, or any component of it you can use. Just thought I'd clarify that in case you don't have a Hobonichi Cousin and you have an A6 and you're just like, how do I fit all of this stuff into there? With that said, stay tuned for my planner system video where I show you what my planner system is for 2024. It's gonna be a fun one because the setup is completely different from what I have for 2023. But let's continue with this. I'm gonna do some coloring a bit to delineate where I am in the week. You'll see, just so it's easier to see. I'm gonna do the same going down vertically in the columns. I'm going to put task dots here. There you go. And on this side, I want to try something similar, but for projects. Let me explain a little bit about the difference between a task and a project. A task is one item, you do it and it's done. A project has subtasks. So technically, laundry, for example, can be a project. It's not just one item, right? Doing a load has putting it in the wash, putting it in the dryer, folding it, and putting it away. So there's subtasks associated to it. That's technically a project. So that's where I want to put on these sections. And I have two projects in mind. As I mentioned, laundry, and another is for my videos. Videos are a project. You film it, you edit it, and you post it. Let's try this out. I'm nervous because, like I said, I'm not great with spacing, and I've never done this before, but I'm hoping it'll work. So I'm gonna do laundry. So the first things that would happen in terms of steps would be to wash, then dry, then fold. Okay. I think I'm gonna try yellow. Let's see. Put the dots first, just so that dries up a bit. Writing laundry. Oops, went a little bit too far down there. The other one that I want to do is filming, which is a bit more nerve-wracking for me. I think I'm gonna put the laundry sticker and use that to cover this up. And then gonna film it, edit, and then you post. At least that's what I'm doing. I don't know what I'll do. There was a ton of empty space there that I was not a fan of. I'll do the same over here, just so it's not boring. There you go. So for example, I'll put in my laundry. First one would be blacks, whites, sanitary, and then kitchen towels. And if there's any other ones that come up, wasted space, I'll probably just put that sticker as the header and cut it short. So this technically bothers me a tad bit. Just like it's up here, then down there, and up here. Not aesthetically a fan of that, but it'll have to do. Okay, next I want to put a note section. And then the last section is for next week. I think I'm gonna just put similar. Put it in blue. So see that pooling? Normally I'll use Post-its like you've seen me use, but I just want to do a quick one this week, and so I'm not going to use the Post-its. Wipe it out and straighten it out. There, and then write next week. And there you have it. I added a few shadows. I will try this out and I'll let you know.